Hi, I'm Stock Investor Davis. Welcome to the channel and please subscribe. What might 2024 look like for ENPH and its investors? Here is a simplified scenario for the company's 2024. On the left is its projected first quarter of the year. This column is expected to be the most accurate considering it has these checkpoints we have highlighted in green. These data points are the midpoints of ranges ENPH's management has provided for its revenue, gross profit margin, operating expenses, and tax percentage. Moving through quarters 2 through 4, I created a potential scenario for the company using some of my notes from its last earnings call. Watch the short video in the description for those notes. Also, with the goal of keeping the approach simple and realistic, the only changes I made going forward through 2024 compared to its first quarter projections are highlighted in yellow. So for its revenue, management stated that its Q1 is their believed bottom at roughly 280 million. For quarter 2, I'm using 302 million, which if that figure sounds familiar, that is the company's fourth quarter results. Then for quarter 3 and quarter 4, I'm using the company's revenue in its quarter 3 from 2023, essentially creating a checkmark type recovery where its revenues pick up slightly slower than the way they came down. For its gross margin, I gradually increased that percentage due to the company stating its costs are expected to be lower for its batteries. I'm not sure how much of an impact the reduced costs on its batteries is going to make on its gross profit, so I'm just going conservative. Hopefully it picks up faster. Finally, its other income and expenses, I reduced that to 0 by quarter 3, just as a conservative measure. It's not a large figure able to make a substantial impact, but in the interest of conservative, I minimized that income. These projections resulting in the year reaching a projected $1.36 in earnings per share. Also note how the earnings per share per quarter will increase throughout the year. Looking at the company as an investor, considering our 2024 projection, I mentioned the earnings per share gradually increasing during 2024, but this is after a bottoming formation for the company. Therefore, what we might see, and I'm focusing on the 2 columns indicated by the blue arrows, is the company's earnings per share for the past 12 months not reaching its bottom until quarter 3 of 2024, resulting in a high price to earnings ratio and making the company appear to be overpriced. Then, as the company returns to a more profitable level, such as early 2025, its PE ratio will decrease to a multiple that appears more reasonable. I recommend you watch my recent valuation video on ENPH to help understand the price ranges I included on the right side. Continuing our 2024 projection with a focus on the sales rather than the earnings, we see a similar peak occurring for the company in terms of its price to sales ratio around mid to late 2024 due to the lower sales volume in the past 12 months and steady uptick in the stock price. Both things happening will really push up that price to sales ratio. Then gradually, as our projection shows sales return to a better level around $500 million, then the price to sales ratio will return to a more reasonable multiple, considering what the stock price is at the time. All this to say, I don't know what's going to happen, but this could happen, and hopefully the results are better than this. What do you think? Thank you for watching, and remember to subscribe.